Hello there, Taurus. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Taurus for May of 2020. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for an overall view of the month, and we'll pull angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. And look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month. And I don't believe these cards will go week by week. I believe they'll blend in and out throughout the month like an overall theme. And I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. It makes all of us Taurus, I guess, named Frankie for the time of the reading. Now, I have a short message for us before we begin, and it's a little odd. It's like we have a sense of purpose, and so we are determined and we to bring that purpose to fruition. It's like we were put on hold for a while or a few years or a year or more, and it's like we're going to do it. Even if it seems impossible to everybody and at one time maybe to ourselves, we are going to step up with this sense of responsibility and this personal ethical code that's above and beyond all reproach and manage to do the impossible. That was just a wild kind of message. It's like we're standing up, I am Taurus, I am proud. Is that in a commercial or something like that? I can't remember where it comes from, but it's that kind of energy. Now we have good words down here to go with it. Delight, obedience. So I'm not sure if we're going to ask others being obedient to what we want to have happen, or if it's going to be making others be obedient to us. I'm not quite sure about that. Peace. It's, peace. Like, okay, creativity and gratitude. So I feel we will accomplish whatever it is we are planning on accomplishing. Each one of us, this is going to fall in a different area of our lives. We're all different Tauruses, so I can't place the cards for you whether it's going to be maybe a work energy. When these come out in May, a lot of us may still be on that confinement energy, because of the virus situation. But we're going to do exactly what it is we are planning on doing, because the card on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups, and that's kind of a wild energy. So it's a really time of great creativity, just like our word down here, along with the energy to make it happen. So many options will become available to us at this time. When you get the Seven of Cups energy, though, the difficulty is choosing what option. So there's like a number of good possibilities coming forward for us this month. So it's not an easy choice. So when you think of this card, think of the kid in the candy store with a penny. Nowadays, I would assume it's going to be at least $2 to go in the candy store, but whatever, has a penny, and there's all this candy. And oh my God, and you look in your little hand and you got 1 cent, but I want all of the candy. It's that kind of energy, so it's a scattered energy. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And that's not the energy of manifestation. So we're having a hard time deciding just which one to, how do I want to say this? We're having a hard time of deciding which image we want to bring into reality. Like the card kind of depicts. Do I want a new me? Do I want to allocates and congratulations? Do I want to totally transform myself? Do I want to take off my mask? This one up here, like the cornucopia. Do I want more money in my life? Do I want to build a house? all that kind of energies are coming off of this card. So when I see this card, I think the very first thing I think that comes to mind is pick one or two things, not the 50 things that are scattered. There's a scattered energy, I swear to God, it's in the air right now where everybody's out of focus. But not us Tauruses. We're going to pick one or two of these things that we want to manifest. And that's what we are going to bring forward. So focus, concentrate, take time if you need to meditate, if you got 9 million options, and I'm saying it in that way because of the next card coming up. This is the card of creativity, and we have the word too. So the focus is going to be primary. Focus is going to be on primary, like what is it? The one or two things that I want to bring forward. Even if you can hone it down to one, the better you're doing, because it's coming. And so when things coming like that, I want to get that focus and be obedient, like our word, to what I know I want to bring forward in my life or my world. Is it a new job? Is it a new relationship? Is it better money? Maybe a new position, things like that. Focus on what is relevant and important. Step up, personal ethics and responsibility. And step up, get out of that scattered brain thing and come into alignment with what it is my true purpose, my intention, what I'm determined to bring forward in my life. Because our next card here is the 9 of Cups. Look at this little guy. I swear to God, he drank every ounce of whatever was in those cups behind him, and I'm assuming it was wine. He's looking pretty happy here. This is the Pip card. This is the Wish card. In the tarot deck, it indicates great happiness, all of our dreams coming true, getting what we really want, or what we wish for. I think it says it's like hitting the lottery and meeting Mr. or Mrs. Right all at the same time. So there's nothing, not one thing you can say negative about this card. It's actually like an excellent card to have because it's a card of triumph, of success, of everything we want and hope for coming in our lives. When this 9 of Cups appears in our life, we have to sit down and say, what is it I truly want? What is it I truly want? Because the answer is, I'm going to get it. That's the answer. I'm going to get it, okay? Even if this is upside down, I'm still going to get it. It might be delayed by a little bit, because I may have a negative attitude that says, I refuse to believe, that good's coming to me, and that can mess things up, but that's all it can mess up. It's good coming to me. So with that card in front of it, this 7 of Cups energy here, I'm saying focus, focus, focus. Take that personal responsibility. Take the ethical high road. What is it that I'm bringing forward? What is it? The one thing or two things that I really, really want? Because we just showed up in our own rating. We have the King of Pentacles of all the cards in the world for us to get. So it's going to be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. We're in our own reading. This is, excellent. We have these we actually have 2 cups and the 2 pentacles here. We're going to really come through this month, I believe, with kind of like flying high is what I want to say. So this is going to be male or female. It can be another earth energy sign around us, but this is someone who is not only wealthy, they're a king. They're courageous. It's the explain it like they're the solid citizen, reputable, kind, kind to others. Maybe we're being called to step into our full manifestation of our little Taurus selves here. You know, it's like worldly power in a positive sense. Someone who's very experienced in handling money. So their stability is like a really major factor around them. Um, it makes them very reliable counsel, you know, people to help us in matters that have to do with money or finances. You know, it's someone who's cultured, they're refined, they're a dispenser of patronage is how it reads, like the person that will help you. You know, if it's an actual person, they would like us, really care about us. It could be like a head of a corporation or a banker that we were trying to get a loan from, something along that line. You know, our boss. If it's if it is not an actual person itself, you know, if it is a person outside of us, it's someone who's really going to help us, and help will most highly likely be financial in nature, either wise advice or loaning money or promotion at work for some of us, things like that. You know, it's that kind of energy. If it is not a person, it means that whatever we are engaged in, whatever worldly enterprise that we are engaged in, it will meet with success. And that's the way it's said. It will meet with success. So my thoughts are on, first and foremost, what single point, how do I want to say this? I know I've got all these creative ideas, right, with him, with this energy in the picture. If it, you know, it could be somebody outside of us, it could be us making these decisions to do like the impossible thing, right? And making it possible. Whatever it is, be sure that I have that focus together. Have the focus together, because I'm getting it. And this kind of energy can help me get it. Whether it's, you know, coming into a love relation, maybe I'll be introduced to them. Maybe for others of us, it's a loan at a bank where I never thought they'd give me a loan, or a job position that really ups my salary coming through this type of energy. It's male or female, though. It could, you know, because these are general readings. But the next energetics around it is, remember, the person here handles finances well, can give wise advice, is very, you know, knowledgeable about stuff like that. Next card here, we got the Four of Pentacles, was once again a money type energy. So it's someone holding tight onto what money or material possessions that we have, that we already have. Monies we already have, and a lot of us are going through crisis times with our jobs, so that's a high probability that we could be feeling threatened with some kind of loss that's coming, or in the coming maybe towards us, and we're trying to prepare ourselves for it by closely guarding everything that we already have. And sometimes we're hanging on to a situation, either possessions or a situation, you know, like in a stubborn, inflexible manner. And we can be stubborn and inflexible, you know. Bull in the china shop, that would be us, Taurus, you know. But inflexible is the key. That's what I want to say. The word inflexible is here. There might be fear around us of the change that's might be involved, or we might just simply like it right where we are. And a lot of times that's our truth, you know. But change is part and parcel of life. And we have to be able, to kind of like accept in our lives, we have to be able to accept in our lives that change will come. It will come. So why not, with that Seven of Cups energy around us, on the bottom of the deck, why don't I be the one that chooses what I want to change in a way I can, like our words down here, in a creative way that I can be obedient to my personal responsibility. I'm happy with it. That I've decided, whatever it is, I'm happy and I feel at peace with what I'm manifesting, and I'm grateful for it in advance. Why not allow me, myself, my Taurus self, to step up to the plate and do that? Because there's something that's bothering us, and I have to say, with all this virus energy, a lot of us are being bothered or in fear, because this is a card of like nightmares and extreme tension and unhappiness, where we're wallowing and regretting, past mistakes or misfortunes, that happened to us. When this card comes, around us, we're unhappy and we're tense about or like in a tense state of mind. But what the card says is whether the facts bear it out or not. So sometimes, the facts do bear it out. There's a reason for us to be worried. But that saying that says, whatever you fear the most is the thing that never happens. So the card is the card of me standing back behind the door and screaming because someone knocked. The tiger's at the door, the tiger's at the door. Finally I gather the courage and take responsibility. Like our original message, I open up the door and it's a pussy cat. So it can be a card of being troubled by bad dreams, where they're coming from. Sometimes we don't know where they're coming from, but they might be coming from something unknown or some kind of deep-seated emotional thing that we're really worried about at just coming to the surface for us to evaluate it and get rid of it. It's that it's that kind of energy. I call it that little man in your head. Do you ever have a horrible fight with someone and they won? And then you get home and in the middle of the night you wake up, or a bad altercation where someone's being really snarky with you, and you back away and you walk away, and at nighttime you wake up and you're having an argument with the other person. You're saying, and I should have said that to that guy, and I should have said that, and I should have said that. Why didn't I just say that? Well, it didn't come to mind at the time, but I'm discussing it, and I'm losing sleep. And the other guy that already was snarky and nasty with me, they're home in bed sleeping, So it's kind of like that kind of energy. And it also can be the energetics of, changes that we're being required to make that are going to make our future better. And in that case, it's a wonderful energy when it pushes like that and produces maybe a crisis circumstance that causes us to make a change, no matter how painful it is. We make the change, and then we get this wonderfully better future. And with that Nine of Cups energy there and the Seven of Cups, that focus that we need, and the King of Pentacles being in there, we're in our own reading, or someone that's really, really like predisposed to us, that's going to help us. I want to say, think about what is it I'm wishing for, and make the changes that, how do I want to say, make the changes that I have to make know the right path for me. No matter what it is that is bothering me, make the changes that are appropriate for me, whether it's that fighting kind of energy, or a good kind of energy, because we're getting the wish card here, a lot of times that Nine of Swords energy comes with argumentative type stuff. I know there's someone going to be helping me. Sometimes this Four of Pentacles can be holding down two jobs just simply because I'm saving for something, But with all this creative vibe in the air, I just want to not lose the sleep. I want to make the choices and the changes and the change in direction that is my purpose, like my purpose. Not, because sometimes that purpose encompasses a big amount of others, that are well affected, is what Spirit's saying, well affected by the choices that I make this month. And I think it's going to be exciting. It'll be right for us, If we were in that argumentative energetics, maybe it's not the best for us to be in, you know? So moving past it into something that I'm grateful, that I feel that peace in my heart, and I'm bringing the right energetics into my life, and I'm no longer scattering focus, is what they're saying. Our card, angel cards, you can never make them up. Our card is called Innocence. It says, Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten the load. That's this Nine of Swords energy here. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that we may shroud your loving outlook. And that may shroud your loving outlook. I can't read. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. That is beautiful. Along with that the energy of that Seven of Cups here, that's really excellent. And with that Nine of Rods here, it says, this comes as a reassurance that this situation and the people involved are guiltless. If you've been harboring guilt, release it to the angels. Of all the emotions, guilt has the lowest vibration, so it attracts negativity. If you're judging others' guilt, this card reminds you to see the godliness within them and to heal the situation. You don't necessarily have to continue a relationship with anyone you distrust. However, it is necessary to purge toxic thoughts and emotions for your own well-being. The angels ask you to consider that any misunderstandings was an innocent mistake. See the other's point of view, forgive yourself, and release all regrets. An argument you may have had is based on a misunderstanding. Honor the inner child within yourself and others, and look past the surface illusion and see the underlying spiritual truth of perfection and divine order. I think that Nine of Swords energy is going to affect a lot of us this month, but these are the times, but that's okay, and this too shall pass. And hopefully there's a brighter light on the other side of it. Well, Taurus, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all, thank you for your likes, your shares, the subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I truly appreciate them. If anyone wants to know more about me or just go neb about me, or if you want to set an appointment with me, all of the information is down below the screen in the About section over at the website. Over at the website, there's 2 short videos. One explains a prayer class I put out for you guys. It's very comprehensive, 2.5 hours long. It explains how you format prayers, why you do them the way you do, all that kind of stuff. And the Sutra class, there's a video about that too. And They are just simple thought forms. You put in a 5-minute-a-day meditation that enhances the clear perception. So the videos are over there at the website. To all of you I've met through doing 4 whole years of YouTubes, and to everybody I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you, it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure and joy to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye. Well, maybe I won't, because my little thing's not